What up? How's it going? Remember when you were a kid and your parents used to tell you things because they cared about you? They were like, yo, we have advice for you, life advice that you should listen to because it's super important so you don't get axe murdered. Now, usually that advice was sound advice. Thank you for all the good advice, parents. But some of the advice that they gave us doesn't apply anymore. And one of the things that they would tell us all the time when I was a kid was, don't meet people from the internet. Was that even a thing? Did I make that up? It feels like a thing. It feels like we used to be like, don't meet people from the internet or don't trust strangers. And there's definitely places where you have to follow those rules, where you don't meet someone or you don't trust strangers because you get red flags or you get a weird feeling about somebody. But also there's a whole new wave, especially in Austin, where there's so many cool people and so many people doing cool things, similarly cool things that we're doing. And so there's a great possibility for you to meet people and grow a community from the internet. And your parents probably would say, don't do it, but they were wrong. There's a rainbow over there. Look at that. It barely rained. I know this guy. What's up, friend?
Hey, hey, hey. On a faint one right there.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Good to see you, brother. That's my friend. That's my friend, Kimball. He's amazing, by the way. What a great guy. So we have a double rainbow, or where is it? A single rainbow. There's a single rainbow over there. Anyway, I walked up to the Auditorium Shores Park and I saw a group of kids doing some shuffling. They were shuffling and they were dancing, and one guy was spinning a staff, and I was like, these look like my people. And I went over there and started just chatting and like kind of playing around. One of the guys, I think I have a video that I put on my Instagram, Juan More Time, I think is his name on Instagram. I just met him. Cheers, man, it was nice to meet you. He recognized me just from me doing a handstand. He was like, I thought that was you, Kung Fu, and then I saw you do a handstand, I knew it was you. And so I just met him, I just followed him back on Instagram, and we're friends. And I just realized, like, this is a great example of meeting people from the internet. This is the age we're in now, where you can connect with people and you can meet them from all over the world. I've traveled and met people all over the world from the internet, from handstand community, from yoga community, the Instagram community, so many little communities that I've been able to be part of, and it's so exciting to make friends and to travel and see friends. So I'm actually supposed to meet someone right now, which is a little bit weird, honestly, a little bit nervous, because I'm kind of like, I feel like a new baby. I feel like a baby out in the world just because I've been in this long-term relationship for so long. I've never really had all these solo experiences of meeting people, and so it's kind of a trip. Like, we were traveling together so much and meeting people so much from the internet, it felt safer. Now it's like I'm meeting people from the internet. And you know, our parents used to always tell us, like, don't meet people from the internet. And you know what? They might be right. They might be right. Don't meet people from the internet because they're too cool. You'll be like, these people are cool, why do I have regular friends? I'm just kidding. Hey friends, I love you guys. I love everybody. Now anyway, I'm supposed to meet a new friend here. It's kind of cold and it's kind of rainy, so it just started raining a little bit, and it's kind of a colder day. I feel like I'm kind of embracing this new YouTube me, where it's like my day all of a sudden's become like a show or something, and it feels kind of weird to carry my camera and talk to people in front of the camera. So I literally just got done walking around at the other park, and I was like meeting people, and that guy Juan Too Many Times recognized me from my Instagram, I think, and said, what's up? And I just realized, like, I don't have my camera on me, I'm not recording this. And that would have been so great for me to be blogging, or for me to have my camera on, and for him to say that, and for us to capture that whole conversation. So I feel like there's a little bit of a pull or a paradox of me recognizing that, like, I can't always have the camera on and I can't capture everything. It's just impossible. But also I'm gonna try to do more. I'm gonna try to capture more of little snippets of my life like that and give them to you guys to let us in, to let me in, to let you into my life. And it's gonna be interesting, I guess. I'm starting to just post a little bit different content. We used to do all of our content in front of the computer, talking about different things, or for the whole last year we were kind of in front of the computer doing stuff, and now I'm kind of like out in the world, and I'm still excited to talk about whatever it is, nerdy stuff, crypto, also yoga, also movement, also just interpersonal relationships and development of personal self-development, and also how to carry yourself around the world, how to do things in a positive way to positively affect the community That's what we're all about. And so I've had some really great connections recently. I've met some really good friends, some really cool people that helped push me to get here. But it's great to meet people. It's great to have new friends and share ideas and be part of a community. And that's something that I'm really excited about in this transition of my life, where I felt like everything had melted away, or everything was shed from me. I shed my skin. And now I'm like, who am I? What am I doing? And it's really been great to kind of find my flow, or get back into meeting people and having fun and living life, I guess. But enough about that. It also just got a little chilly, so I need a jacket. I'm back in my car because it's kind of windy out there and a little bit chilly, and I told my friend, my new friend that I'm supposed to meet from the internet, I told her that we should meet here and it'd be a good spot to go hiking, but it's kind of cold and it just started raining, and it looks like she's supposed to be here in 10 minutes and there's about 30 minutes of light left, so yeah, so I don't know. It feels kind of weird, honestly. I think one of the things that was kind of interesting recently is that I started noticing that I'm fresh out of this relationship, which I'm going to make a whole video about how crazy it is being fresh out of a 12-year relationship. And, you know, what I've done, I bought a plant, things like that, things to take care of in my life. But I realized, too, that it's such a trip. This whole thing's such a trip now. It became such a... I was almost overthinking sharing with you guys, but then I would openly share with strangers. Like I met some new friends. Like I met, you know, Will the other day, and we were chatting, and I barely know him, and I was telling him about everything in my life, and I realized, like, one, I'm an oversharer. One, I think I'm an oversharer. I overshare way too much. And two, I wasn't sharing with you guys. And that's one of the things that was interesting, was I noticed, like, I'm an oversharer and I share with strangers, but I'm not sharing with you guys, even if you're a stranger and I don't know you. If you don't comment on my channel and we don't have a rapport, you know, you're a stranger, and you can watch this video anytime and kind of like get a glimpse into my thoughts. And that kind of is terrifying. It's kind of scary to think that you can judge me, even though I always say this is a judgment-free space all the time around me. In reality, a lot of people are usually seeing life through the lens of judgment, through the lens of judging. And so it was kind of terrifying for me to recognize that I was ready to start sharing more of myself, but I was a little bit nervous to do so. And in fact, one of my friends recently put me in contact with someone that they're having a struggle to share themselves. They're struggling to share more of themselves with the world. And I think what that comes down to, a lot of that comes down to being vulnerable. And it's hard to be vulnerable when you know a lot of people are going to use your vulnerabilities against you, or they're going to try to. But this is the power of you stepping into your self-awareness of your vulnerabilities. That when you recognize them, they become your power. They become your power tools. They become your tools in your tool belt, and a way for you to actually embrace yourself, and in a way for you to kind of enjoy who you are and let that manifest in a positive way in your life. And the internet says a lot of mean things. Believe you me, there's a lot of mean comments and a lot of mean commenters waiting to comment out there on your videos, but don't let that deter you. Don't let that stop you from sharing yourself. It's kind of like that old idea of, you know, it's better to... I don't even remember what I was going to say. It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. I feel like that's kind of along the lines of, like, you recognize that you have to put yourself out there. And especially if you're if you're recognizing, like, maybe just like me, a relationship just ended and you are hurt and you don't want to put yourself back out there, you have to be vulnerable again. And you have to be vulnerable to strangers. And that's kind of what YouTube is. It's kind of a way for us to share information openly with the world, with others that we don't even get to know. You guys get to see me, but I don't really get to see you unless you comment and tell me something. And speaking of comments and telling me something, my video, Why I Almost Quit YouTube, has so many amazing comments on there, and I want to go and respond to all of them, and I've just been super, super behind. Maybe I should do that right now while I'm waiting. So that's one of the biggest problems for me, is that like I'm so busy trying to do my real life and work and get everything done and also make videos and then edit them and then also still eat food and train. I barely have time to go respond, but I love you guys' comments, especially I think there was this guy in the UK that said he was a professor and he lectured, and he gave me a very, very kind comment about how he respected the type of ethos I was bringing to myself and also sharing with you guys, and that comment felt really good. It felt really awesome to read that, and I need to go heart that comment and respond to it. I'm gonna do that right now actually, and then I'm gonna wait and hopefully my friend gets here soon because it's getting cold and dark. This might not be the coolest spot, honestly. Uh-oh. It's actually getting kind of cold out here. It's kind of cold, and I'm not sure if my friend's gonna actually even come at all. Where are they? It's cold, and I'm thinking that it might be a little bit too cold to go to the park. So, oh hey, whoa! There's my friend. Hi, friend.
Are you vlogging?
What's up? There's two, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you want my tea? It's already recording now.
You can say like I was apprehensive to use these apps because I've been in a relationship for 12 years. So
I feel like you're producing this.
Yeah, I have all these preconceived notions because of what my parents told me and my whole generation before, and I've never dated before. I've been in a relationship for 12 years. Oh, this is all new territory.
I think you should just be doing the video. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell the world?
So you can say you're really nervous, and but then what? It's no big deal. So you met someone, they're cool, they're human.
I like how you look at yourself. They're cool.
They're cool.
So I don't know why I was really nervous, but it's also safe to say that I've met some of my best friends that I have right now. I've met through Instagram or through another internet exchange. Usually Instagram, actually. I think mostly Instagram. So I don't know why I was reluctant to meet people. I've been in a relationship for so long. It feels so odd to meet someone new, and it's also not that odd at all. It's super common for us to meet people online. I've made a lot of friends that way. We survived the rain. I was skeptical about our hike. I didn't even know if my friend would show up. And so my friend showed up, and we had a great time hiking, and now we're having tea at a local coffee shop. And I would say, as far as like my first online date, I think it's gone really well. I didn't even know it was a date. Apparently this is a date now. It didn't rain too much on us. We'll soon be walking around with cameras just like this. So it's not that weird that I'm at the coffee shop talking to you guys. It seems kind of weird. I'm still really grasping at the normalcy of talking to you guys like I'm talking to a close friend. And I realized that was one of my problems. Like I said earlier, I was telling strangers about my life that don't even know me, but I was reluctant to tell you guys, which you've been with me for so long and you've been so supportive, and you guys have shared so much with me and given me so much support, definitely during some of my hardest times in my life. So it feels really interesting, but cheers.
Brought to you by